have pitch covers in this country? You want to do Super Bowl?
What to bring
The task force to do it
to check the president's 120 days in office.
from the same party.
Yes. Also, we saw the Super Bowl halftime performance by Kendrick Lamar. Of course, Ghana has nothing to do with, American football, but in some way, somehow, are always interested in that halftime show. It's about 15 minutes, but it's always inspiring for enthusiasts of the music and entertainment industry.
We don't have anything to do with what? We have everything to do with it.
Sure?
We have everything
We
to
play
do
American
with it.
football here.
Oh, but they've invested in Ghana.
They've tried.
Yes.
They've not tried. They've invested.
They've
what a
invested
strike.
in Ghana.
They've
They are investing. It is not even.
They are investing in Ghana.
Yes.
We've seen the training grounds.
We've seen the adverts. We've seen.
I'm sorry.
Of
We've seen the
course.
Ghanaian.
We have everything to do with it, from the sporting side to the entertainment side, and we have everything to do. If not for anything, we have something to learn from. I mean, looking at even the place, how the place was, even like the kind of setup they usually put out, even during that particular event, and the fact that you have about 60 seconds maximum to set up and 60 seconds to dismantle is one that we should be able to learn from.
Serena said he had only 10 seconds.
Of course.
And look at how she killed it.
Yes. Yes. Kendrick Lamar, that headlined this year's own, had 2 minutes on Dre and Snoop Dogg's set. He had just 2 minutes. You understand? So that is the level that these people have gotten to.
Yeah.
And we need to learn it. You see, the Freedom Wave concert that Shatta did, the last Freedom Wave concert, the Stadium 360. This was one of the reasons, like the inspiration. That is where I drew the inspiration from, to push Shatta to do that particular concert in the 364 at the Accra Sports Stadium. Because this is an event that was done at the stadium. We don't even have pitch covers in this country. You want to do Super Bowl?
I want to bring you in this conversation.
Weddings, if you can do a wedding. You want to do Super Bowl? We can't even afford pitch covers. When you listen to the conversation around,
I want to go back and watch Cantu 8, the opening ceremony. How it was that?
See, the conversation even around the whole production and organization. Me, I've always maintained that it is not as if we don't have the brains to do it. We have.
In the leader.
See, but the abroad in this part is big. Even during the rehearsals and everything.
Yes.
You see the pitch. Because the match was still ongoing, they had to do everything possible to still maintain the quality, regardless of whatever music production they had on the pitch for that 15 minutes. To the extent that they were even cautious of the number of people that are supposed to go on the pitch, very detailed.
Hey.
It reminds me of the All African Game ceremony that was done here in Accra. I was there when Shatta performed, and Charlie, the structures are on point.
That's why you guys spent a lot of money.
Yes, and even look at Shatta's performance was not even more than 5 minutes, and that is it. That is it. If you do your things right, you get. Go and check Kendrick Lamar.
You have to learn from them. TGMA. If you watch this thing, you can do something.
We
better.
have
I won't compare
everything.
TGMA
I
to
want to
Super
know. I
Bowl.
mean, in terms of the
With the
setup,
same budget.
stage props. Oh, not the same budget, but at least let's make an effort to have something that is.
Yeah, so
Don't call TGM.
So compared to the next Freedom Wave concert that should happen at the stadium.
So the next Freedom, he has already got the Freedom Wave
Yes.
conversation, and we know that the next Freedom Wave concert is not going to be a concert; it's going to be a festival.
Festival, yes.
So we know, and we'll come to that. So that one didn't worry, because we saw the lineup and everything when it was intercepted by
Before the
higher
sabotage.
authority. Before the what?
It was sabotage.
Sabotage.
In someone's
They were
face.
taking a venue from you.
They did not take our venue, they hijacked our venue.
Okay. When I know Kitaskadi.
Super Bowl. Oh yeah, like it's been an interesting past few years. I think the popularity of the Super Bowl halftime show has increased, especially on the African continent in Ghana. We get to see quality where we've lagged in certain aspects, and it always marvels us how they are able to do it in that short time.
Yeah.
And be able to execute it flawlessly. because there's always room to make mistakes, but you always realize that you don't get to see those mistakes at the end of the day. So it's beautiful to see. I believe our creatives are watching. I think it's definitely going to be a dream of a few, and we are hoping they are able to one day do it. We are also hoping that the expertise needed to be able to do it is also being built locally. Because you can't keep flying in white people every time. Like you share with you, the All Africa Games, we need white people. Even when we did the Westgate stage and even you need to fly in people from UK and South Africa to do certain lightning schemes to make it beautiful. But so hopefully I'm hoping that as an industry we are building capacity so that we'll be able to execute. I know it's not cheap. To even have these equipments it runs in the millions. So that's why we always call on government to kind of help. Because some of the times you need to import and export and import. Like it has to come and go. Wow. And if you have to pay duty for something that will go again, sometimes it's hard. Yeah, it's stressful because I mean you shouldn't 10% into your duty in food.
As if they can't stay.
I
think we have to look at that.
But I like the fact that the current government has a whole year plan called the Black Star Experience. So I'm hoping the execution of this experience will lead to government bringing in all these equipments and all these initiatives to also help the creative industry, because at the end of the day, if it is a year-long program, you can't rent. You have to be able to get it to reduce costs.
People can even rent it and stuff.
You get it. But I've even heard even now they see the seat man, they'll do it at Flagstaff House to reduce cost.
Oh, wow.
Yes. They are no longer taking it region to region. They are moving it from the Independence Square to the Flagstaff House for this year to cut cost. That was really by the spokesperson. Yes. So.
Oh, okay. Government spokesperson.
Yes. Honorable Felix Ofosukachi. That's the signature I saw. So, so it's going to help, especially with that initiative. I hope it aligns with whatever happens going forward, because I feel there are endless opportunities for us to be able to have world-class productions, and it all begins with government support, because the Super Bowl couldn't have been possible without government support in the sense of security, enablement of people in that space to be able to learn and envision these ideas. But yeah, it was a great one. I totally enjoyed it. I know there's been a lot of back and forth, especially with Olele.
What is Olele saying about that?
Olele said it was an abysmal performance in terms of what he saw.
Really?
Yeah, and I think it's been voted on some platforms as the worst performance.
Well, for me, I think the beautiful nature of the whole performance was sacrificed to make a statement.
Yes, which I also believe to agree.
So if you want to call it abysmal, it will be unfair unless you also want to tell me you didn't understand the statement that was made. If you don't understand the statement that was made, then that's when you would want to call it abysmal. But because to me, he was able to execute that statement very well and to the core. Unless you don't understand the statement. If you don't, then you would definitely rate it as one of the worst.
Because I had a friend who said, because she has seen snipers on social media, she was like, oh, abysmal. Then I had to play the full
video.
And after she watched, I asked her, this one be the abysmal? She said no. Because when you follow it, you understand. I know most of the people to go over their heads, but it was storytelling at its best. It was not about the popular songs. It was about creating a storytelling experience that was talking about a lot of stuff like political,
it was a very political and social conversation.
And I think for the first time we had the sitting president come watch.
But someone said, if you don't like the performance, work hard and get the budget and also go and do your own.
Okay. Yes. All right. Great. Wrapping up the show, I want you guys to just pass a comment on our new president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama's first 30 days in office. We've seen, a piece of a documentary of his achievement or some of the initiatives he has undertaken in his first 30 days. Quickly.
Well, we can't say achievement because it's still early days yet. But yes, I think the parliament has made it. I think they've eased his access, especially for the ministers.
I think
he's been like one of the fastest periods which they vetted and approved
Even though
people. You get
we've
it.
seen a lot of
Yes,
questions.
even with that, it hasn't been that stressful.
Yes.
Also, 30 days, we've seen a lot of committees. So we are hoping the committees do a lot of work.
Yes.
A reduction in government size. I
The
think
expenditure of the government.
yes, I think the only negatives I've seen is the sacking of retired people. Because you can't have retired, why are you sacking me? And the new directive of they cancelling the appointments of people that were taken or given employment in December.
After the elections.
Yeah, I don't think election stops employment. And if
still the president has a mandate.
no, you see, you have to follow the law. Because initially, you know, they said they would check it case by case basis and see those who were not properly appointed. Because before you are appointed to the public service, they just don't select you. It's not political appointment. You go through a series of exams. People go through interviews before they are appointed.
Yes.
So if they went through the right channels, you are at the beginning of your tenure, you are going to have. If they take you to court, they can win. They can win. There's a possibility they can win if they argue their cases right.
Okay.
And so that's why I believe that it's quite unfortunate.
All right.
And I know there's been justification of the previous government they did that, but that's the thing. The previous government was voted out because of certain things. So if you are going to repeat the same things the previous government did, it's going to be weird. Yeah. Plus, the previous government also left some of those employees. Yes, I agree that some people their appointments were terminated, but others too were left.
I mean, I think the former Auditor General,
yes,
I learned he was appointed.
He was appointed, but he was there.
Let's see how I learned they are going to court. Let's see how it goes.
No, that's what I'm saying. All so right. Hopefully, maybe
I'm
encouraging them to go to court and test the law.
Yes.
Yeah, that's.
You're encouraging them to go to court
and test the law.
You pay for it.
Nobody sacked me. I know they
Why you go come and say, they worry me. God, I don't go court again,
bro. Nobody sacked me. I know they part.
Well, 30 days in office, I mean, it's been very dramatic. That's how I would describe it. For achievement, I wouldn't also call it, or I wouldn't call them achievements because so far we've not seen anything substantive for us to say.
There's been aura.
Bro, e-levies today, betting tax today.
Which there's been aura.
Aura do what? Then prosecute too.
They've submitted a report.
Ghana will be gaining over $20-something billion from aura.
After audit. They said they have to audit.
So what's the need of the auditor in part of the committee?
So this is general. So now they have to audit whether the cases are true or false.
True or false. You see, now it is just like you leveling accusations.
Okay.
It would have to go through a process for you to bring evidence and proof and everything, and even the ones that would even be found guilty, now they still have to go through a process of whether they can even retrieve whatever has been you are claiming has been taken or stolen or whatever. All so right. For me, 30 days, I think it is still early days yet.
Okay.
But I like the fact that 30 days, like they are giving constant reports on their activities so that people can also keep track of whatever is going on. Perhaps this is something new, and I hope it will continue. For me, I wish every month they would give a report.
I'm sure they will do that.
I wish the State of the Nation's address will be done every month.
On monthly basis.
Yes, on monthly basis, so that people will know what everybody is doing at any time. So so far,
I know there's a task force that has been inaugurated that will be checking the president also. It has been released. So we look forward to
They believe the task force to do it.
To check the president's 120 days in office.
From the same party?
Yes. All right, thank you guys for watching the show. It's always awesome coming your way. Shouts to my guys. What did you guys do on Val's Day?
Spend the day. Let me say, Drew had a listening party at Garage.
Oh,
yes.
So you went with your lover?
Oh, I did my lover.
Okay. Well, what did you do?
It was very, very solemn one. Very solemn one. Just we come buy teddy bear 1,500.
Nobody's buying teddy bear.
We will buy
the
goods.
packages they cost.
We will buy goods.
All right, guys. We're wrapping up the show with our jam of the week. Please continue to watch DG, and of course, make sure you follow us on all social media platforms. My name is Prudent himself. Follow me on all social media platforms. Prudent himself, and of course, make sure you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay safe. Bye bye.